This video was made possible by the EA Creator Network. Hey, thanks for slithering in. I am Symtherin. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome in if you are new. I'm so excited to be here with you guys again today. Feel like it's been a minute since we sat down and actually chat, but we are taking a look at one of the new kits that we just got from The Sims 4. The Sims 4 Artist Studio kit was just released the other day, along with the Sims 4 Nursery Storybook kit. I think I got those words flipped, but you know what I mean. So we're looking at the artist one today, and first I want to thank EA and the EA Creator Network for giving me a code to check it out and share with you guys. So we are well into the build now, and the shape is coming together a little bit, but the idea for this build was kind of like a home, like a small home for a struggling artist. Now, disclaimer, this home on the gallery costs like 70,000 simoleons, so I guess technically this artist isn't struggling, but as we get into it, you'll kind of understand the vibe I was going for, or at least I hope you'll understand it. Pretty much, I imagine the Sim to be one, obviously an artist, and they're clearly like getting on their feet. Maybe they've had a few sales, but most of their decoration and furniture are probably things they just picked up along the way in their life. You know how it happens. You have hand-me-down couches and chairs and tables, and you kind of make it your own. Maybe some DIY is happening, and you just make the best of what you have, you know? So hopefully some of you guys can relate. I know I definitely relate to having a lot of hand-me-down furniture and things. So, yay! But the shape is pretty much here, and my favorite part of this build is, well, first off, we are in the world of Tamarang. I should have mentioned that. I had like a couple of reference pictures I was kind of looking at for this build, and I was like, I wanted a specific world. I wanted to fit well. And I was like, but I don't think Tamarang has a small lot. And then I loaded into the world, and lo and behold, here's a 20 by 15 lot in a neighborhood I've actually never been in. I'm really happy I got to explore this part of Tamarang, and this build fit in so well. However, back to my favorite part of this build, and honestly the main vision of this build is this open room. It's kind of got 3 walls here, you can kind of see it, but that is the main artist studio. So that's where I'm going to display a lot of the new items we got with the kit. And yeah, a lot of the items are so good, guys. I really do enjoy this kit. There's some things I wish we had, like when I think of artist kit, I was thinking wall art, but we didn't get much wall art. We got like one thing, and it's very similar to like putting sketches up on the wall and stuff, which I'm not gonna deny I love having another option for that, because we do have one of those in like base game. So not mad at that. I just kind of wish we got some more paintings and more wall art, but maybe there will be another kit in the future. Fingers crossed. We have actually gotten a ton of news this past week from the Sims team, and I guess it's, you know, time to kind of chat about it. But first off, what we have always known, or at least have known for a while, is that The Sims 4 is going to be with us for years to come. There was never any plan for like a Sims 5 or any of that stuff, so kind of a bummer, but honestly I'm also not mad because I do have like all of the packs, and it would kind of be a bummer to start over. And I really do like The Sims 4 despite some of the bugs and glitches that happen. So, you know, it's kind of a love-hate relationship, but I'm definitely not ready for it to go away anytime soon. The next bit of news is pretty huge though, and there were rumors of this floating around like a little while ago, and then it kind of went quiet, but there is a Sims movie in the works, and I'm very intrigued by this. I'm not quite sure how it's gonna work, and I know a lot of people are like assuming it's probably going to be very similar to Barbie, which would make sense. But nonetheless, whatever it's going to be, you can bet that I will be there watching it and enjoying it and being completely obsessed like I am with the game itself. So that is pretty exciting. Drop your predictions for the Sims movie down in the comments below. Let's kind of chat about it. I'm very curious what your thoughts are. Are you excited? Do you like probably don't want a Sims movie? I don't know. Like, let me know. They also announced that they are going to continue working on kits, but in partnership with custom content creators. So these creators would literally package or create the kits. The Sims team will package it so that it works across different platforms and things. And, you know, we'll get to put them in our games, which is pretty awesome. We've had a few kits like that where I think it's Pastel Pop Kit, Modern Lux Kit, and the new Storybook Nursery Kit was with Sixum CC. So I'm very excited for that because I don't use custom content in my game. I've dabbled in it once. If you guys have been around for a long time, you may remember that one video or two videos where I did it, and I was so stressed about finding CC and all that stuff. I think I've talked about this before. It just overwhelms me so much because there is so much to choose from. But having it packaged with The Sims and things like that is definitely going to make it a lot easier for me personally. But yeah, I'm kind of really excited about that and to see who they're going to partner up with and what the items are going to be and some themes and stuff. So I'm really excited for that. Let's get back to the build for a moment. We are now working on the artist studio part of the build, which is like the main feature. And we're pulling out some of these items and just trying to figure out the best layout or what really makes sense for the space. It took me a minute to get there, but we got there. I love that the items in this pack have both clean and messy swatches. So by clean, I mean like the furniture is perfectly polished, good looking, clean, right? Messy, I mean there's like paint splatters all over the place, which I would have expected anyway with a painting kit. So it's pretty cool. We have a new easel, we have a woodworking bench, we have a new light, and then we have some cool like storage shelving items. These I am sizing down, and that's pretty much where like I heard someone else say this on Twitter that they were having flashbacks to like their grammar school or school day art classes, and that's exactly what was happening with me. Particular those furniture pieces that I sized down, because they have like little drawers that you can pull out and there's like paper, or you can store your finished artwork so that it like stays protected. And I just really had like this big flashback. Let's do a little bit of story time. I didn't have much luck with art classes back in the day. I mean, the art teachers, I feel like didn't like me. I don't know why. I feel like the ones that I got were, I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it. But my first year in high school, I had like my first like semester or quarter, whatever you want to call it. I think it's different wherever you're at. But the first reporting period, I had pretty much all A's, and that has never happened to me besides that one quarter where I just had straight A's, except for art. And I had a D in art. Like, art is technically, in my mind, supposed to be kind of subjective. So how would anyone get a D in art, right? So in the parent-teacher conferences, my mom talked to this teacher and was kind of like, what's going on with this D? Like, I've never had a D in my life. This is crazy. And the teacher pretty much said it was because I was lazy, because I wouldn't get up to get my own art supplies. Now, I did get up to get my own art supplies, but oftentimes the people at my table who were getting up offered to go and grab them for me. So, of course I'm gonna let them, but I also did it for them too sometimes. So, I don't get it. It was so weird. But anyway, let's get back to the build. We have some clutter. I definitely had a vision that this space in front needed to be very cluttered. Obviously, the sim has a ton of things. Maybe they have a ton of supplies that they keep stored out here because maybe the paints, smell a little bit. Or it's just bits and bobs they've picked up and threw on a shelf that maybe they're going to use for art one day. And yeah, that's just like the thought that I had. We're pulling out a debug fence. This one has like really fun little designs and like it looks like artwork. So I picked up a lot of those types of furniture that I feel like could have been DIY'd by the sim. Like maybe the sim took chalk and drew all over this fence. Maybe they painted their dresser. Maybe, I don't know, they like drew on the wall because there's no kid in here, but I did put some of like that kid wall art decor, like the stickers and stuff, and that was super fun. But we have some planters out here as well, just in case your sim wants to do some gardening, maybe live off the land a little bit, but not quite much. I feel like the possibilities here for creation are kind of almost endless. I do include like a cross stitch box inside, another art easel. Obviously, you have the woodworking bench right in here, so that's fun. And now I'm just playing around with like flower boxes. I don't know. I thought that was a cool feature, just sticking two of those from werewolves and just being like, oh, this was another DIY project, and the sim is just kind of displaying it. So we have a few different boxes, like flower boxes, throughout the build, at least on the exterior. Oh, we haven't even talked about the biggest Sims news yet. The other day, The Sims dropped a huge base game update that gave us new swatches for a total of like 650 new items, and some of that includes this new terrain paint. Look at this terrain paint. Guys, it's not a thrill. I think that might be my favorite base game update ever. I mean, besides maybe platforms and the pond tool and painting ceilings, those fun things. But new terrain paint is huge, especially in base game because it's free. So when you're doing like base game starter homes, it's definitely going to help out so much and add like different character to a build. Same with a lot of the new swatches. We have like one of my favorite couches just got a bunch of new swatches. A lot of the curtains got some new swatches, which is much needed. Like, there is so much. I haven't even explored all of it yet. I think this glass door here is actually one of them with this plain white swatch, which is super cool. So yeah, let me know down in the comments below as well what your favorite part about the big base game update was. I'm very curious. I do wish, however, that they would fix this glitch with the terrain paint disappearing, because I left this build for a little bit and when I loaded back in, all my terrain paint was gone. I was so mad. So mad. But we just redid it. It wasn't too complicated, but it kind of sucked. Ceilings has also been fixed as well. There was an issue with ceilings glitching out between like indoor and outdoor lighting, and that's been fixed, so it kind of made painting ceilings kind of impossible. And I'm so glad that's fixed, although I did forget to do ceiling painting in this build, so please forgive me. I don't know why I always forget that. Anyway, we are up here trying to figure out the porch deck area. It's not that exciting. I just get a picnic blanket and a stool and some planters. I didn't want to put too much up here because, I mean, one, there's a lot downstairs, honestly, and two, there's really no fence here, so your sim can walk off the ledge. Not that they would. Could you imagine if they did, though? That would actually kind of be crazy, and then I would definitely make sure all of my stairs have railings. Anyway, speaking of walking off ledges, we also have a new expansion pack coming pretty soon on Halloween. So excited. I believe it's called like Life and Death, and it's very leaning towards the spooky season and maybe the Grim Reaper. So I'm really excited for that, and we're gonna have some new reward events, but I've seen that you're gonna have to actually play to get those rewards, which really sucks, especially for those of us who are pretty much living in build mode all the time and not so much in gameplay. But there are some items in there that I'm kind of eyeing. I know there's like a new coffin and some things, so I don't know, we'll see. It depends on my time and things, because lately life has been lifing, I won't lie. We've got a lot of work stuff happening, a lot of family and personal things happening. So everything's good though, we're working through it, but it's just been a lot. And that's why these videos have been kind of slow this month. And hopefully that corrects itself, but I'm also not going to make any promises right now because Q4 is usually one of the busiest times a year for me at work, and that means your girl's gonna be tired, but I'm gonna do my best. And building really brings me so much joy, so I really don't want to stop. Anyway, we are here in the kitchen, and this one went through some phases as far as like wallpaper and flooring, but this is where we ended up. I wanted it to be very colorful, at least in the interior. Like, this sim loves color. Clearly they're a painter, they love DIYing things. Maybe this tile was DIY'd, hand painted, who knows. Maybe those chairs on the table were painted. I think those are from Eco Lifestyle, so it really, I don't know. I like the idea of that, and I think I did some mix match chairs on the outside too. I switched those out so that those look like they were painted as well. I just think it's so fun to think that your Sims pretty much made their furniture, or they took their hand-me-down furnitures and tried to make them their own and just had fun with it during their downtime. I like that idea. If I had time, I would totally do that. I feel like I'm always getting fed these DIY home organization and all of that cool like home improvement videos and stuff, and I'm like, I want to do that, but also, when am I gonna do that? And plus I'm not in my forever home either, so it doesn't seem worth it at this point, but maybe one day. Where are my manners, guys? I haven't even asked you guys how you are doing yet. I'm so sorry. We're already like 18 minutes in the video. How are you? Are you enjoying the start of fall? I know it's been like technically one day of officially fall weather that you're, at least at the point of you seeing this video. And where I'm at, we haven't felt the fall weather yet, but it looks like we're gonna start cooling off soon. I hope we don't have another like heat wave or anything, because honestly, I'm so tired of the heat. I don't want to be freezing yet, but I want to be like right in the middle, not too hot, not too cold, just perfect fall weather. I'm so excited for that. I'm currently curled up in my little blanket, but honestly, it could be like 150 degrees outside. I'll still have my little blanket while I'm recording and building and stuff. It's just so cozy. I like to be cozy. It's a pizza blanket, by the way. It's pepperoni pizza. I love this blanket so much. But we are cluttering up the entryway here. Of course, we had to use this painting from Lovestruck, and here we're going to pick out the couch with the new swatches, because of course we had to use it. And of course I go with the green swatch, which right now I can't remember if that's a new swatch. I think it is, but oh my god, that would be so sad if I like picked out a swatch thinking it was new and this whole time we've had it. That's embarrassing. I'm very forgetful like that, so honestly I wouldn't put it past me. This chair also got some new swatches, which is fun, but we add more personality to the couch and this chair by adding some more pillows. I'm trying to pick out colors that match like the rug and obviously that backdrop here. So that backdrop is from the Artist Studio kit, where you can put like your subjects, whether it's a model or maybe a vase or something, or a bowl of fruit in front of, and have your Sims paint from reference. And then you have a nice cool backdrop, right? But I couldn't find a place for it in this build. The Artist Studio wasn't really big enough to kind of fit it very well. So I put it behind the couch thinking that your sim can maybe pull it out when they need it. Maybe it's on wheels. It's not really, but there are a lot of items in the Artist Studio kit that are on wheels, so I feel like it's not far-fetched to think that. Here is a dresser that I imagined a sim would paint. We're putting this ladder shelf here again because I love that item and it's got so much good clutter on it. That's the wall decor piece I was talking about for the kid decal that I imagine the sim maybe just drew on the wall because why not? Here I'm putting a little framed kids artwork. Maybe this is like what the sim maybe drew as a kid. Maybe it was their first drawing and they had it framed and stuff. So I think that's really cute. I used a tool mod by Twisted Mexi to kind of size it down and get it in the right spot to make it look like it's actually being framed. So love that mod. It's definitely a must-have, at least for me in my building. And I know a lot of builders get scared of using the tool mod, and I was at first too. But once you learn how to use it for little tiny things like just sizing and elevating, it becomes less scary. So if you are thinking of using it, it's linked down below. You can definitely check it out. There are a ton of good tutorials out there. So I definitely recommend checking it out. If you're curious and trying it, don't be scared. If it's not for you, it's not for you. It's okay. But I enjoy it. So it definitely gives me a little more freedom. But we are up here in the second bathroom. This bathroom is much bigger than the one downstairs, so we were able to fit a shower tub combo. This one is from the Parenthood pack, I believe. And of course I had to use that shower curtain, and it kind of looks like it's very artsy and colorful, so that was fun. The bedroom took me a little bit to kind of get the vibe right in here, but I knew I wanted to grab that bed that has the swatch with the Starry Night bed print. Here it is. So that kind of really helped kickstart this bedroom. Then from there, I just grab a whole bunch of mix matching kind of furniture pieces. This fluffy rug, I felt like bringing that pink in really helped, and helped with the yellow walls and the blue furniture and stuff. It's fun. We get a green end table. We get the heart shape end table from Lovestruck. We just get a ton of different mix matching things. And what else do we get? We definitely get more artist clutter. There's another art easel up here, so you have plenty of spaces to paint. And whenever your sim gets the urge and the inspiration to do so, I put some mix matching curtains up here, which I thought was fun. Yeah, I mean, overall very fun. And how many times am I gonna say fun? I don't know. It's 1:30 a.m. and we're at the end of the voiceover. So please forgive me if you made it this far, then you're used to my rambling and I'm not even going to bother editing any of it out because you guys are my true friends, my real MVPs, the best people in the world. Mwah. Anyway, we're going to hop into live mode and take a walk through this build. Apparently when you load into this lot, this is the front. I thought we were building over here as the front, but whatever. I guess we'll start over here. The swing is definitely probably pretty functional. I went ahead and ordered some seeds. I know these are probably going to work, but I'm a little wary of these planters here, so we're just gonna plop some down here and just have Sim come and plant them all and see how that works. While she's planning, we can point out some of the clutter. We have tons of clutter, book clutter over here, pots and dirt and stuff like this. We have a watering can here. So obviously any sim who lives here would definitely be very creative. I feel very in touch with nature, maybe. Obviously they have their whole art studio, which we're going to go look at. But we've got these two working. I'm not sure if this one is going to work. So far, so good. These two in the back are probably going to be an issue. Okay, maybe that one works. This one definitely... Oh, it's kind of floating. That's a little strange. Oh, okay, it went down. Great. And I just realized this one just unplanted itself. So that's a little strange. Yep, like I said, this one in the back isn't gonna work, so we're just gonna stick it back in here. I don't think that's as big of an issue as other people might think. It is. We're a little hungry, so I did want to try and see if this grill here will work. I don't even remember. What did I choose? Elote. Yeah, so this looks pretty functional. I wasn't sure with the chair being here in a lot of these plants, but it looks like we're good to go. This you might not be able to grab from, but there's a lot of other places you can grab books from. Of course, she's just going to put it on the floor. Go ahead and grab a serving, and I will kind of put this in the fridge here just to have it. I'll probably never use that again, but you know. I also wanted to test out this drink tray. It looks like it will probably work. We're just going to spend all of the money here. We'll speed it up though. We'll go in 2 speed. Yep, that worked. Perfect. I want to make sure that this works, so let's do like a small classic painting. My sim definitely has no artistic skill, I don't think, but we do have this trash can here, so it looks like that's gonna work. It looks like she's painting some kind of fruit, but you know, let's make sure we wash our hands after we paint. We're not even gonna finish that, but it looks like she'll be able to do that. I want to make sure we can craft a sculpture because this object from the artist studio kit is actually a woodworking bench, which is kind of cool because I feel like a lot of times they put these things in and they're not actually functional, like, you know, a lot of the flower tables that we have, so that's kind of nice. But that looks like it's working, so this artist studio is all set. Alright, inside here we have lots of color. I'm gonna make sure we can sit here, maybe make sure we can stitch from something. I think we can definitely very easily turn this on, so I'm not too worried about that. And grabbing a book here, so that's good. It looked like she couldn't sit on the couch, which is interesting. I wonder if it's this thing. So let's hop actually right into build mode, and we're gonna try and maybe scoot this out a little bit and see if that'll help it at all. I mean, we're gonna have to take all of the pillows with us, unfortunately. The pillows shouldn't stop it from working, right? I don't think it should. But we're just gonna scooch them all up a little bit. I already did upload this to the gallery, but I'll probably re-upload it. I probably should have moved this table, now that I'm thinking about it, and I literally left that right there. So, we can probably, like, stick it maybe back here as kind of decor, I guess. Let's see, I'll cancel that, we know that works, and we'll see if she can go and sit over there. Any day now. Any day now, Sim. Okay, there we go. We got it working. I think it was this backdrop here that I kind of put as, like, imagining your sim can just pull it out when they need it kind of thing. So that's good. I'm pretty sure the TV is gonna work. That's just decor here, and maybe we should try cooking something. It looks like it should work, but let's cook. We need to do something where we're gonna have to like chop up. So I'm gonna do tortilla wrapped veggie dogs. I think I do that all the time because it's a good dish to test with. At least recently I have figured out. Yep, so we kept this counter clear so that you can chop and things. Usually when I do this and I clutter the corners, they still go to the corner counter. So I'm really happy that she's able to go here, and that's gonna work. We'll just make sure she can get it into the oven or on the stove, and I think we are good to go. Alright, she has finished cooking. We have a lot of food. I guess, I don't know where you're going, but I want you to kind of sit over there at the table maybe? I know, the music is very nice. You're not even hungry. Let's go. Okay, that's a great place to put food. So I'm just gonna go ahead and stick it in there. I know these chairs were definitely functional, but I was worried about this one. Let's use this bathroom just to make sure we're all good here. And it looks like we are, so that is awesome. This bathroom down here is definitely very simple. There's not really too much to it. It's just a 3-tile. You can fit like a shower head, a single tile shower head to make this full bath, but I didn't think it was necessary because we have one upstairs that we're going to go and check out in just a little bit. She is obsessed with trying to watch TV, but instead, I know her social's low. We're just gonna ignore that. We're gonna come here and maybe we're going to... I don't know who Abby is, but let's watch the stars with them. Okay, we came all the way over here to ask Abby, and I guess not. I don't know what just happened. Let's get back to the house. Let's just come here and let's just sit. I just want to make sure we sit. I really like this porch because, I mean, it's very simple. There's not too much here. There's no fence, so I didn't want to put too much because, you know, in case your Sims fall off, even though that'll never happen. But I really like the added light that these little flowers give, and they like spin and stuff, so I thought that was a really cute touch. And we can sit up here, so that is good. Over here, I'm sure we can try on some outfits, make sure this dresser so-and-so works. But this bedroom I felt like was kind of fun to decorate with all the different colors and patterns. As I said in the voiceover, that, you know, I figured the Sim here definitely collected a lot of different things and stuff and doesn't have one particular style yet. You know, I'm not gonna have her sleep. I'm gonna have her relax and see if that works. But you can stop trying on outfits. You're good. Yeah, you look fabulous. Okay, cool. So she can squeeze in that way and go in here, and I'm pretty sure your Sim should easily be able to go here. These tablets, I'm sure you can just grab, so I'm not even gonna try that too much. This should work. Let's do like a flirty painting. Why not? We're feeling flirty after trying on all those outfits. And that works as well, so that's great. And once again, I'm not even going to let you finish because you don't have that much of an artistic skill. Anyway, we are going to wash your hands because that's very important. And we're going to take a cold shower to kind of chill off. But yeah, this is the other bathroom I was talking about. It's definitely much bigger. We have a full shower tub combo. I've never used this swatch of this shower, which is from Parenthood, which is nice. And I felt like it was just a perfect shower curtain for a Sim who's very artistic. And it's very colorful and fun. Maybe they painted it themselves and it was like a little DIY. But we're gonna let Sim do that. Thanks guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below what your thoughts are. I know this isn't like a fall themed build, but we are at the start of autumn officially, at least here in the Northern Hemisphere, so stick around and you'll see some spooky builds coming your way soon. Thanks again, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye! It's kind of funny building an artist home here because there's like literally an easel over there. So that's fun. But Vlad is coming and we're just gonna leave. Hold on. I had to come back because Vlad is literally like mind controlling me right now. Bruh. I'm just trying to playtest a build. Is this what happens when this is what I get for playtesting a build? Vlad, you're gonna take some plasma? Yeah. Great. Well, I guess subscribe then if you've ever, you know, had Vlad take your plasma without your consent. So, bye!